Thank you. The president's speech was made open to the public, and supporters have traveled downtown to see the president this afternoon. Chris Hoffman continues our team coverage. Chris.
Good afternoon. Some of those supporters are actually still out here at 10th and Penn. They've been kind of pushed back a little bit by the amount of protesters in the intersection. But take a look at this corner here. There's still a few supporters here at the intersection 10th and Penn, and there's a few on the other side with flags that are in support of President Trump, say President Trump 2020. And as you go down Penn Avenue, closer to the Greyhound bus station, that's where there are more vendors as well. Just around that corner is where supporters were going into the convention center. Now, earlier today, there were more supporters out here when there were less protesters, and there was some yelling back and forth between the protesters and supporters, but it never got physical. Once more protesters arrived around 2, that's when many of the supporters left. That's also around the same time that many of the supporters were going inside the convention center anyways, as President Trump was expected to be arriving at any moment at that point. We were able to catch up with some of the people that were going in to hear from the president. One came from West Virginia. He says the topic of energy is something everyone can agree on, whether you're Democrat or Republican. They just all have different views of achieving the same goals.
A little bit, but I really believe that he believes in the issues of energy, and energy is a good thing. I mean, I don't think it's a bad word. I don't think either side or either party really, I mean, there's a lot of issues about the green environment and everything, and I believe you have to protect your lands and you have to try to make things clean for future generations to come. But
as long as it's peaceful discourse, I'm all for it. As long as people can talk to each other intelligently and peacefully, there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of being American.
Now, and again, it stayed peaceful for the most part. There was some yelling. There was a couple times it got a little hostile with people in each other's face. But when we did talk with police, they said there had been no arrests made in this intersection. Obviously, right now, as you can see, it's predominantly protesters that are out here. Many of the supporters are the thousands that are inside the convention center. But there are still a handful more towards the outskirts of this circle of the protesters. And at this point, so far, they really haven't had many interactions since the majority of these protesters came down here. We're going to have a lot more coming up at 5. So stay with us on air and online. We're live in downtown this evening. Chris Hoffman, KDKA News.